Let's talk about real life issues, love and relationships. Let's have a good time with the missus.
I watched my mama go through it. My brother was 17 when he got killed. And I watched other family members, but I never thought in a million years I would be standing in his shoes.
But the multi-generational streak of violence that haunts so many local families would eventually hit Riles.
Celebrities, let's talk about caring events. Let's talk about things you don't see on regular TV. So join in on G. Let's talk about real life issues, love and relationships. Let's have a good time with the missus. Yeah, celebrities. Let's talk about caring events. Let's talk about things you don't see on regular TV. So join in on Tea Time. Peachy Tea Time. Tune in on Peachy Tea Time. Peachy Tea Time. Come join us on Peachy Tea Time. Peachy Tea Time. Join us on Peachy Tea Time. Peachy Tea Time. Yeah.
In order for y'all to do what God is calling y'all to do, to take y'all platform for it to plateau and it can go to levels that you never seen, don't best believe it's gonna come with devils.
You know what I'm saying? Every time I speak, I want to shiver. You know, I don't want them to be like they know what I'm gonna say because it's polite. But I know if I keep talking about how dirty it is out here, somebody gonna clean it up.
Yeah, my feet are on the ground thanks to gravity. Fire in the sky passing by through the breeze. Can I be relieved from the state of being? I just wanna leave, I ain't gotta pack a thing. Everything I wanna bring is inside of me. Take me to the stars, you can levitate me with the beam. We get down to the wire, the world is on fire. Take me away on your spaceship, please. Here on planet Earth. Can you take me away? It's ghetto. Here on planet Earth. Can you take me away? I'm so tired of people, that's tired of people, people they lie to people, try to divide the people, then they hire just to fire and deny the people. I'd rather descend to the sky and just admire people. Mother Earth is dying people and all we do is deny that we are Oedipus complected, we fucking the into darkness. I've been coughing up a lung for a couple days. Is it COVID or the smog that I consume on a regular basis? But to my unidentified flying object in the sky, if you touch down by my crib, my intention is to ride. Every time the government denied, I knew it was a lie. I'd be so appreciative if you would beam me up tonight. Oh, don't you know it's ghetto? Oh, don't you know it's ghetto? Oh, don't you know it's ghetto? It's ghetto. Oh, don't you know it's ghetto? Oh, don't you know it's ghetto? Oh, don't you know it's ghetto? Yeah, you know it's ghetto here on planet Earth. 40 million unemployed and grandma can't even go to church. Yeah, you know it's ghetto here on planet Earth. After Kobe Bryant died, the world took a turn for the worse. For sure, you know it's ghetto here on planet Earth. They swear that global warming's fake. I swear these winters getting shorter. Yeah, you know it's ghetto.
Hey, it's your girl, Mwah. Hey, y'all. I feel like my background ain't right. There it go. What's good? Welcome to Peachy News, Peachy Tea Time, Peachy News Edition, baby. Sorry for a little mix-up up there. You know, I like to show the whole intro. So I apologize for that little mix-up. Shout out to Rosetti. Planet Earth is a ghetto. Shout out to him. You can find him on all platforms. I'll show a few of his music just as well. We are waiting for our guest to come up. She is coming, though. I already talked to her. So she is from New Orleans. She from New Orleans, y'all. So y'all finna hear some New Orleans. What's the word I'm trying to use, y'all? What is it? Swag. Pooh said swag. But that ain't what I was trying to say. I bet you Jason know. Because here he come.
Yeah.
What
up? What up, though? What was you saying?
He said, Jason, what was you saying?
I couldn't understand what you was trying to get out.
That's the word I'm trying to use. Accent. I love her accent. New Orleans, they have a heavy accent. So I'm telling y'all, this is about to be a legendary show. Okay? A legendary show. So make sure you stick around and tune in for the entire show. Jason, is there anything you want to say before I bust them in the head with this update that y'all is going to probably fall out your bed or fall out your car if you're driving or fall off your couch or whatever you foremost gonna fall when you see this update, because everybody
and foremost, y'all better not be doing this and driving. Goddamn it, that's tough. It's gonna get you in trouble. But I want to say what up, though. Hope y'all are doing well. Welcome in. It is another edition of Peachy Tea Time. We're about to have a good time tonight. Have just a really great conversation with a wonderful person. But please make sure that you go look right above her head. When I say her, I'm talking Peachy. And you see us. We on Roku right now, man. So make sure you go run that Roku up. Go into the search apps and then look up Peachy Tea Time spelled with a Y. Time spelled with a Y. And you'll be able to see us and watch us live over there. But not only that, man, I'm a big fan of Ferg. So that Planet is a Ghetto was one of my favorite tracks by Ferg. Yeah. I've been rocking with him since I started hitting Station Head and Rosetti. So I hope we do get to hear some Rosetti later, man. That's another gentleman that I enjoy their music. So yeah, it was a good way to start the show.
Great music. We definitely finna start the show. But first, when we talk about this update, y'all, when I tell y'all is mind blowing. Jason, I didn't even tell Jason about this. I didn't even tell Jason. I said, I'm just gonna hit them over the head with this, because baby, when I tell y'all my mouth was open, it was open, and tears instantly came to my eyes because of this mother. And I'm finna show y'all, and y'all gonna be very, very familiar. Very, very familiar with this story. So here we go. You know we gotta get into the fair usage, Jason. We gotta get into our fair usage. And we kicking it in New Orleans tonight. Everything is allegedly, everything is explicit language tonight. But what the mama got to say, the mama got to say, baby. Okay? We're gonna respect her in the chat and all that. Okay, I want to make sure I say that. But again, this story that I'm finna show y'all right now, please pray for this mama. Please. Here we go.
Let's talk about real life issues. love and relationships. Let's have a good time with the missus. The missus.
Warning. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107.
A shocking prison release has the mother of Zion Foster outraged. A man who police say is still under suspicion in the disappearance of the East Point teenager is free tonight. Jalen Brazier is Foster's cousin, who admitted to throwing her body into a dumpster, but her body was never found. Zion was reported missing last January. 2 months later, Brazier was sentenced to 23 months in prison for lying to a police officer. Volunteers spent months digging through a Macomb County landfill, but called off the search in October. Tonight, Brazier is out of prison after completing a boot camp program. 7 Action News reporter Brett Cass spoke to Zion's mother and explains how Brazier was eligible for early release.
This is just not something that's acceptable.
It's a day Sierra Milton thought was still at least a year away. The main suspect in the disappearance of her daughter, Zion Foster, was released from prison early without her knowing.
I mean, imagine my disbelief. And it's absurd. And we're just supposed to be okay with it.
The suspect is 24-year-old Jalen Brazier, Foster's cousin, who told police the two were hanging out when Foster suddenly stopped breathing. He then panicked and put her body in a dumpster. DPD spent months searching a dump site in Macomb County, but Foster's body was never found. He was only convicted of lying to an East Point police officer after he initially told conflicting stories.
It kind of makes you lose faith in the system. People already have a hard time believing that they matter.
Because Brazier was never charged with Foster's murder, attorney Todd Perkins says he is eligible for special alternative incarceration, also called boot camp.
It's not uncommon for this to happen. I know the bigger issue is how did this happen? Family didn't know about it. But this is the process.
Boot camp is a 90-day program available to inmates convicted on certain lesser charges. In September, the judge approved Brazier entering the program.
Without any more significant information beyond that, what's to stop a judge from signing it? And, who's to say that that person shouldn't be entitled because of something else that hasn't been charged?
Detroit police say they're still relentlessly investigating the case, adding they have a strong suspect.
Our detectives are constitutionally doing everything they can to talk to him, investigate him, visit with him, to make sure that we get what we need to charge that case the way it needs to be charged.
But until more charges are filed, Brazier is a free man. Foster's whereabouts are still unknown, and her mother is still desperate for the truth.
He can hug his children. He can be kissed on, loved on, and everything else, even though he said what he did. That's justice so far, right?
The search for Zion Foster continues, but Detroit police have said this has become a recovery effort, although the case remains wide open. In Detroit.
Damn, that's crazy.
Jason, I know you remember this story.
Oh, I remember this one.
I played the hell out of this story. I gave y'all update after update after update after update. We ended with them in the landfill when they said they were done with the landfill. They have found a piece of mail. I remember that. They found a piece of mail that kind of like showed that she was in there, that her body has been in there. But they never found her body. And here this boy gets set free.
That's crazy.
And like he's out right now as we're speaking right now. He's out.
Especially because he said that he was free. I mean, that he did it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's wild.
He said he didn't murder her. He said he didn't murder her, but she just stopped breathing, and he threw her in the dumpster. I think that's enough right there.
Right.
Like, why did you put, like, you really told these folks that you put her in a dumpster, and you're out now, walking? Even if he did not get the murder charge, Jason, he still should not be out walking after he done told them that he put her body in a dumpster.
Right. Yeah. I don't know nothing, man. That's crazy. I don't even know how to speak on that right now. Just because I felt like he did everything that he could do, but see, I'm even talking. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, we
I'm
don't
so
know.
confused.
We
I'm
just
so
going off of
confused.
what he say.
Right? I'm
That's
so
it.
confused.
We don't know if she was really smoking weed. We don't even know that. But that's what he said. That's what he said. And he said they told y'all that he put her body in a dumpster. And the judge, the same judge that acted like he was going so in on him, signed for him to go to boot camp. So right now, they're waiting because they want to know if the judge actually knew when he signed that he could be out this early.
Right.
Yeah. So don't worry, y'all. I'm gonna try to continue on with the updates on that. We do have our guests down there today. I guess backstage, baby. We got Hishaunda in the building. Hishaunda Riles. Hey, boo, I see you, girl. We got her down in the building. This is a very, very tough story, but I know she's gonna get through this. I know she is. She's a very strong woman. I've talked to her over the phone, and when I tell you guys, she is a piece of work. I mean, she's awesome, completely awesome. So when I tell y'all we are in for a show tonight, I ask everybody to pray for her. Pray for her after the show, not just right now, but after the show just as well. Continue to keep her in our prayers because it's not easy. It can't be easy losing 2 kids. It just can't be in a 2-year span. So here we go, Miss Hishaunda Riles. She is here, baby. Hey, boo. Hey, boo.
How y'all doing?
How are you today?
Hi. Y'all can hear me? I'm doing fine.
You're doing fine. That's awesome. Well, thank you so
Yes.
much for accepting the invite. I'm totally honored to have you here. Me and Jason both are honored to have you here. And we just want to make you feel comfortable. You know, you tell what you want to tell, or tell what you can tell. You know what I'm saying? And if me and Jason ask a question that you can't answer, because this is an open case, Jason, you just let us know and we'll skip right on over and ask another question. Okay. Now, I also have clips that I'll be showing with you. And at the end of the show, I have a surprise for you just as well. Okay. So we're about to get started. We are about to get started. Please, Hishaunda, tell us a little bit about yourself. And you know where you're from, and what brought you to Peachy Tea Time. Oh yeah, she having a little bit of issues. She'll be coming up. She'll be coming right back up. So Jason.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. This is such a tough story. You know, I had a friend that came on. My friend Celeste's sister, Tiffany, and she lost 2 kids, a girl and a boy just as well.
Right.
Times like this, it's like you need everybody to be by your side.
Absolutely. I personally can't imagine that.
Can't imagine.
It has to be something that's extremely tough to walk through.
Exactly.
Day to day is never the same.
It's never the same. Never the same. Hey, Hishaunda, girl, we were just talking about you. Can you hear us?
No.
Yeah, a little. You can't hear us at all? Okay, she should be able to get ready to hear us. Okay, she hit the mute button. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you a little bit. The mute button just went back on. Her mute button won't stay on.
Did I hit the mute?
Right
Can you hear
there.
me?
Yes. Yes, I can hear you.
You can hear me?
Yes, we can hear
I
you.
can't hear you.
Off.
You might have to take the Bluetooth off.
Like, just don't even wear the Bluetooth.
I was trying to get it down. Hello?
Yeah. Yes, we can hear you.
Shit. No.
We can hear you. But just turn off. You might have to turn off the Bluetooth. Okay, y'all. I am very sorry, y'all, for the technical difficulties. We just want to make sure that she can, be heard on the show tonight. Can you hear us now? Maybe we should go into a commercial right quick. Let's go into a quick commercial, y'all. We're gonna get into a couple of them. Here we go.
Let's talk about real life issues, love and relationships. Let's have a good time with the missus, celebrities. Let's talk about caring events. Let's talk about things you don't see on regular TV. So join in on Peachy Tea Time. Peachy Tea Time. Tune in on Peachy Tea Time. Peachy Tea Time. Come join us on Peachy Tea Time. Peachy Tea Time. Join us on Peachy Tea Time. Peachy Tea Time. Yeah.
When I first started my weight loss journey, I had no idea the change it would make. During one of the hardest times of my life, I turned heartbreak into hustle and pain into power.
Breathe, work, stretch, let it all. Breathe, work, stretch, melt it all. Breathe, work, stretch, melt it all. Breathe, work, stretch, melt it all. Just breathe, work, stretch, melt it all. 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 Breathe. Work, stretch, melt it all. Breathe, work, stretch, melt it all. Breathe, work, stretch, melt it all. Just breathe, work, stretch, time to melt it all. Breathe, work, stretch, time to melt it all. Do your thing, girl. You in the gym working out, you wasn't playing, girl. Yoga mat, you doing yoga, meditating. I see you elevated cause you separated. Yeah, you pushing up the weight, they just wait. Weight straight and strap, don't steady pace. After I shake the haters, we gon' drink a protein shake.
All right, y'all. We are back.
Hi.
There we go. Now we can hear you.
You can hear me?
Yes, we can hear you just fine. Can you hear us?
I don't know what's going on.
Can you hear us? Okay, awesome. All right. Now we're gonna start back.
Yes, I can hear you. Okay.
Now tell us a little bit about yourself, Hishaunda.
Well, that you know, I am from New Orleans. I am 43. I had 3 kids. HASAAN was the oldest. So I had HASAAN, Harrell, and Hishaunda was the baby.
Hishaunda was the baby.
And
how old were your kids?
Yes, Hishaunda. Huh?
What was the ages?
He was the ages. Hassan was 22. Harrell is 21, and Hishaunda was 18.
Okay. Okay. Now, what
And I
type of?
also have 2 grandkids.
Oh, you got 2 grandkids. So HASAAN had 2 kids.
Yes.
Okay. Awesome.
Hassan have a son, and he's 5 years old. His name is Harley. And Harrell have a son, and his name is Harlem, and he's 8 months.
Okay. That's what I'm talking about. So, take us back to how HASAAN was. Let's start with HASAAN. What type of guy was HASAAN? And what type of child was he as well?
Hassan, when Hassan was young, Hassan, he didn't give me problems. He had a little, like, you know how little nerve problem, but he grew out of it. But then he grew out it as to be a handsome young man, a respectable young man. Only thing I asked all my kids to do is graduate. And Hassan, he got in a little trouble, but he got his GED and he graduated.
Okay.
Hassan, he was very close with his siblings. That's Hishaunda. Him and Hishaunda was very close. He was very overprotective of Hishaunda.
Oh.
He enjoyed family. He liked to spend time with his siblings. He was fun. I have one of my little cousins that he's here. He's 11 years old. And Hassan will go get him and bring him to go to the store. And he said, Hassan, bring him, they go flirt and meet the girls. And he'll go ignore the girls' phone. So with him, it was like with Lamar, he took it hard because he looked it up to Hassan. And Hassan, he's right here. Say, hey, Lamar. Hello. How y'all doing?
Hello.
So
How are you?
Hassan, a lover's boy, how you want to say it, with all the females. He was
All
just that type. He had that charm. He was just that type. All of the females like him. Even the grown women used to ask him, is that your son? Hey, he ain't no but 18 at the time. I'm like, y'all can't mess with him. Man, don't tell nobody my age. Son, you ain't number 18 years old. But my dude, yeah, he was.
Now, was he in a steady relationship with anyone? With his mother?
You had a baby mama. You know, when you young and you fuss, you fight. So it's like, wasn't really steady. He had friends, you know, but he loved his baby mama, you know. He wanted to be a family man. And he tried it. But you know, as you get a little older, I don't know.
Yeah.
But he loved his
sometimes
no
it
matter
don't.
what the situation was, his son was his pride in him.
Awesome. Sound like he was a really, really good person.
Yes, he was. And he had a heart. He had a heart like me. You know what I'm saying? Like, my cousin had told me, like, right a couple of days before he paid, she had said he went and got a couple of pizzas. And he went and fed the homeless. And like the day he passed, I found a letter that was in his car, and it was all the things that he wanted to do. And he wanted to feed the homeless. He wanted to open a hair salon. My nieces don't do hair, so he wanted to open a hair salon where they can sell hair and they can do hair. He wanted to have a transportation. He also wanted to have transportation for the elderly. So he was a very passionate, loving person.
That's what it sounds like. That's exactly what
it
it sounds
does. It sounds exactly right.
like. Now, was HASAAN an innocent bystander, or was he targeted? That you know.
I feel HASAAN just was targeted, and he wasn't targeted in a way that he wasn't out here. It's just the crowd that you kept. It always said it's the company that you keep. So when it feels that HASAAN was the type of person, he had a lot of friends. Whatever his friends were doing, it didn't matter to him. He wanted to see them grow. So HASAAN liked to rap, and his friends like to rap. So he'll spend money on studio time just to see, to get them into positive things. So I don't know if they couldn't get who they wanted to get and they knew HASAAN believed with that person, so they targeted him.
Exactly. And I'm sure all of us have heard of that happening several times. Several times. Now, I know he was found. Was it in back of Walmart?
Yes, he was found on Adel Lane in across the street from Walmart in the neighborhood that I was raised in and familiar with. He was familiar in the area. So that would make me say it was someone that was close to him that did it.
Can you go back and walk us through what happened that day? Like from the time that you woke up, was y'all living together? Did he live with you?
That time, that night, HASAAN called me, but I had missed his call. Phone was on do not disturb. I don't know why. It's just sometimes I can't. But I always was a worried mother. Like him being at that age, and then he, not excuse me inside. I worried a lot. So I called and he answered. He said, "Mom, I'm okay." But this particular night, I missed his call. I had missed his call. So that morning, I text. I said, "HASAAN, you called me?" He said, "Yeah, I was just calling to see how you was doing." I said, "Okay, I was fine. I was just sleeping. Are you okay?" So we just was going back and forth through text messages. So a text message, it disturbed me. I don't see, but then and I was like, okay. I'm like, well, I'll call you back. And he's like, okay. So around 1:00, I FaceTime him because I had a friend that came down from California. And I was like, "Oh, son, Dre here." And we was on FaceTime. He's like, okay, I'm on my way up there. I'm coming to see Dre. Okay, I'm coming. I'm like, okay. So I hung up. It haven't been like 5-10 minutes. I got a phone call right back after we hung up. Girl, how come you didn't? I'm sorry about that, kid.
Oh no, it's okay. It's okay. We can hear you now.
Yeah. It's like it just took everything out of me because I just had. It took everything out of me because I just had got off the phone with him. And Hishaunda, she took it hard. She she went to screaming and hollering. I couldn't calm her down. I couldn't calm her down. She got up there. She just clicked out on everybody, and I was trying to get her to calm down, but I guess in her head she didn't understand. She didn't want to understand that her brother wasn't here no more. Because he was her protector. Right. He was her protector.
Now, where were you at?
I feel like going. I was at home.
Yeah, you turn the volume. Can you turn the volume down some?
And by the time I got up there, What's that? I was either gonna do not disturb. Sometimes I got up there, they didn't want me to see them. They didn't, they didn't want me to see them. And when I did get a chance to see him, I only saw him when it was time for me to bury him. And that's when I noticed he was shot multiple times. So I had got him cremated.
So how did you identify the body?
I didn't identify. I couldn't do nothing until it was time for to do a funeral. So I done the service where I could see the body. And when I did do the service, the undertaker, he told me, he was like, I did all I can do, with him. And I was like, he did a good job. They did a good job. But it's just I couldn't really see him because he didn't really look himself. Yeah. At that time. He didn't look himself.
Yeah. Now this happened in 2022, correct?
Yes.
I mean, no, 2020. I'm sorry, 2020. This happened in 2020.
2020. Hishaunda. Yes.
Okay. So after your son passed away, how did things affect Hishaunda?
Things, it like took a toll of her. It's like Hishaunda, her mood had changed. It's like she kind of changed a little, meaning like, but I told, she was like kind of always saddened. But like I told Hishaunda, don't let it get you down. You know what I'm saying? He wants you to finish school. He don't want this. So she got herself together and she's like, okay, mine, that's right. I gotta keep going. I gotta keep pushing myself. This is what my brother wants. My brother will want to see me across that stage because it's like my mama always said never plan nothing. But it's like he planned it how he wanted everything for her graduation. What he wanted to do. How, he wanted to get her a car. He wanted to see, it's a lot that he had planned it for her. And it was like he was cut short from doing it.
Yeah.
And it's like when it was time for her, I was preparing myself to do them things for her. And it's like for graduation, I was like, I want to give you a graduation party, Hishaunda. And she's like, oh no, I don't want no graduation party, Ma. Just get somebody to sing to me.
Aww.
And I never thought.
Get somebody to sing to me. And that you had to get somebody to sing at her funeral.
At her funeral. Yeah.
I figured that's what you was thinking. Yeah. I didn't know for sure, but I was thinking that's what you was thinking.
And it was like kind of hard because I didn't see this. When I talked to the school, it was like she was looking forward to graduating.
How far away from the graduation was it?
Huh?
How far away from the graduation was it?
It was 2 weeks. Graduation. She was killed. She was killed the day she was supposed to pick her colleges. She was killed the day after her brother Harrell's birthday. Harrell's birthday was the 5th. She was killed the 6th. And that was the day she was supposed to go pick the college that she was going to.
Yeah. Now I do have some clips I want to show. So let's get into some clips. Then we're gonna show some pictures of them just as well. So let's go ahead and get into the first clip. Where it go? Here it is.
This is Hishaunda when she was younger.
Hishaunda Riles lives for her 3 children. HASAAN was followed by his brother Harrell, who was followed by their baby sister.
If I don't give Hishaunda what she asks, she'll have a little temper tantrum.
Growing up as the only girl, Hishaunda may have been a little spoiled, but she grew into a beautiful and poised young woman, a TikTok princess who became an expert in fashion, hair, and makeup. Her large pack of cousins and friends call her Toddy.
We love us some Toddy, baby. Yes, Lord, her glamorous style, everything.
Very respectable young lady. I always taught them, even at the age, yes, ma'am. No, sir.
Riles surrounded her kids with love, just like she was raised, but without the hard edge of violence that hit her when she was in 8th grade.
I watched my mama go through it. My brother was 17 when he got killed. And I watched other family members, but I never thought in a million years I would be standing in his shoes.
But the multi-generational streak of violence that haunts so many local families would eventually hit Riles. It was 2020. HASAAN, then 22 years old, was visiting the family's old neighborhood of the St. Thomas housing complex, now demolished and rebuilt as River Garden Apartments. She had just FaceTimed him when she got another call.
As soon as I hung up with it, I got a phone call right back, and it was just saying, you need to get up here, HASAAN just was shot. And I'm like, huh? I just got off the phone with him. What you mean? I was in shock, and it's just, when I got up there, he didn't make it.
HASAAN did have his own previous troubles with the law, including jail time at 17 for being an accessory to an armed robbery. But he turned his life around, working, paying off his fines, getting a GED.
All right. Now, one thing that stuck out to me, and you mentioned it as well, that your mom went through this. Your brother was killed.
Yeah.
At that moment,
My brother was 17 when he was killed.
your brother was 17. And how old were you at the time when your brother was killed?
Yeah.
How old were you?
How old was I? HASAAN, how old I was?
When your brother
I
was
was
killed?
like 13.
13.
I was like 13.
Okay. So
13, 14.
you had
Yeah.
no clue what your mama was feeling at that time. You had no clue at the age of 13. You knew she was hurting.
Oh,
But now you really know. You really can understand and feel her pain.
yeah. I could really watch her go through the pain that seeing her lose her only son.
That was hard for her. It had to be.
Very.
Jason, you want to say anything?
I commend you for being able to come up here and share your story with us. I know how difficult this can be. We want to say thank you, and our hearts go out to you in this situation. To lose 2 children in such a short time, especially seeing that they're supposed to bury you. You know what I mean? This is a very courageous moment for you, so thank you for that.
Wow.
So we're gonna get into, we still got a few more clips that we're gonna get into. I really liked this story. I really liked it. So I wanted to share this with everyone just as well. So here we go.
This is HASAAN.
More than anything, HASAAN tried to teach his younger siblings about the dangers of the street, especially Hishaunda.
And HASAAN was very overprotective of her.
With HASAAN no longer around to be the man of the house, Riles imposed her own mother-hen version of keeping her 2 younger kids safe. For her baby girl especially, even at the risk of turning her into a sheltered schoolgirl. So when Hishaunda started spending time with a serious boyfriend as she was wrapping up her senior year at Douglas High School, Riles insisted that he live with her in their house in the 7th Ward so her daughter wouldn't spend so much time with him where he lives on the West Bank.
I had already talked to him and told him about I just had lost a child. You're supposed to protect her.
As Hishaunda approached graduation, she was flourishing. She got accepted into several colleges and set her sights on becoming a nurse.
She gonna pick Dillard, Loyola, Xavier, top schools. A detective called the school and said it was an accident. I never even knew he even had a gun in my house. Because if he would have, he wouldn't have been allowed in my house.
Sean May was arrested. He remains in jail, awaiting trial for manslaughter. He originally was booked with negligent homicide, telling police his gun went off accidentally. But when a grand jury heard more about the case, including the gun going off twice, then May allegedly fleeing the scene and throwing the weapon into a canal, the panel upgraded the charges to manslaughter and obstruction of justice.
But we were trying to protect her for things like this.
Riles says Hishaunda's death hits hardest when she sees other young women laughing, singing, cutting up, just like her daughter.
When I see other young ladies that was kind of slimmer like her, and I just look at them and it just reminds me so much of her. And sometimes I have to just walk away because I'm like, my daughter's supposed to still be here.
Hishaunda's death hit Douglas students hard. At graduation 9 days after she was killed, her name was the last one called. Riles went on stage and accepted her diploma. The Walmart where Hishaunda worked part-time also honored her.
She had a beautiful smile. She had a beautiful heart.
They're supposed to be burying me. I shouldn't be burying them.
Just last week, family and friends gathered on her birthday for a memorial. They released balloons. One of her cousins sang a tribute.
Baby, I've tried, but I can't forget you. You know you got your hooks in my soul.
Hishaunda Riles still lives for her kids. She attends every court hearing for Sean May. She recently marched with other families who lost their loved ones to violence. She has turned her home into a shrine for her two lost children. She still talks to them, especially to Hishaunda. What do you tell her?
I call in the morning when I walk through, I call her beautiful. Good morning, beautiful. Mama miss you. I'm thinking about you. And I also say we're going to get justice.
All right. I want to start with, let's go back to after your son passed away and Hishaunda was having, a hard time dealing with it. When did she meet her son? Sean, her boyfriend. And for those that's not aware, her boyfriend is the one that actually shot her and killed her in her bedroom. But when did she meet him? Did she meet him while HASAAN was alive or after?
No, she just had Aggie. They go to school together. So she must have been met Sean. She's been asking me did I want to meet him. But like I said, I wasn't ready for Tashawn to have a boyfriend. I was only focused on her going to school and college. So I wasn't quite ready to meet Sean. They've been talking since what? His senior year, and what month? Like in August, Melanie said. So she been trying to get me to meet him. I didn't really was ready to meet him. And she was like, "Man, you gotta stop being like that." And I'm like, "No, I'm not ready. I just want you to focus and go to school." So when I did finally meet Sean, what I got out of it, he was just too quiet for me. If you ask him something, he just is like, I have his head down. He was just too quiet. No eye contact, no nothing. So I told Tashawn, I said, what they say about quiet people is sneaky. And just something about him is not really catching with me. And she'd be like, "Ma, see, you always saying this. See, you always thinking somebody this and that." I'm like, "Sorry, I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I could be wrong, but I'm saying." So I had my little nephew, they know who I am. So I said, "Let's see if you can talk to Sean and see if you can get something out of him, because I can't get nothing out of him." Then he had started kind of coming around and like kind of talking, but he'll talk so low and I have to holler like, "Sean, I can't hear you. What you saying?" You know, I didn't mean to holler, but that's what I have to do because you talking so low like a baby and you 18 and I can't hear you. So it's like anything I asked him to do, he did it. Don't get me wrong, he was very a respectable young man. He did anything I asked him. But that day I don't know what happened.
Okay, so let's get to when he moved in. So she was going over to his house a lot. Was he living in the back area?
Yeah, she'll go visit, but then because she was staying with her grandmother, and her grandmother was like, "No, Toddy, look, no, you got to be home." Then I guess when you tell a teenager, when you're mad with one person, and you think you come by your mama gonna let it go like that too. So
for
at first I didn't do it. Then I was like, okay, I didn't know what the situation it was with Sean at his home, because when I asked about his parents, it's like he shut down on me. So in my head, I'm like, well, okay, I'm not gonna get into details. It must be something. So I'm not, hey, yeah, he can. And she was like, "Mom, can he go to school from over here? Because he live way on the West Bank." So I'm like, okay, yeah, he can go to school from over here. I don't have a problem with that, long as you go to school. And when he did move down, I said, "Look here, y'all. You're 18. You're about to graduate. You need to get your job." So I was looking for jobs and everything, for him to start working and stuff like that. He had got him a job and everything. But it's like he always wanted to work with her. And I never got the understanding why he always wants to be around her. And I always told him that y'all is 18. You don't have to always be around each other. You don't have to work with each other, because that's not good to always want to be around each other. And like sometimes I'm like, "Sean, you have to go home." And he's like, he don't want to go home. And I was like, okay, I don't know what the situation was, why he never wanted to go home. I didn't know if he felt like my house was a safe house for him. And I really didn't get into details. I was like, okay, but I was bringing them back and forth to school, work, and everything.
Okay. Now, I know you felt when you spoke over the phone. You told me that you had got a lot of backlash from different people.
I did, because people was like judging and was like, "How could you let a 18-year-old have a boyfriend?" And like I tell people, y'all don't know the situation. My family will tell you, my nieces will tell you, I was always that person, even with their friends. My house was like a shelter. I'm 21 years old, and my house was like a shelter house for my little nephew and them friends. I put their friends into school. I didn't know the situation. So that would make me like, if you feel comfortable in my house, cool. You feel safe here, I don't have a problem with it. And it's like, I had got a lot of backlashes. It's like, because she was only 18 and why she had, but you can't judge on something you don't know.
That part, for real.
Exactly. And I knew when we talked over the phone.
And I at that time.
Yeah. I said I knew when I had spoke with you on the phone, I knew that was bothering me. So I wanted to give you the opportunity, to speak on it today. Because
because it's like,
I can tell it really bothers
judge you, right? because it's like they're judging and they don't know what the situation is. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he could have been abusive at home. I don't know the situation. He didn't open up to me, but I went through as me coming up. Sometimes you know these signs when these children, they're quiet, they don't say nothing, they don't open up when you ask them about parents. They don't say too much about their parents. If them and their parents had a relationship, they don't mind telling you about their parents. But if them and their parents don't have a relationship, they're not going to open up. So he felt like, okay, Hishaunda and her mama, they have a relationship. Maybe they do have their ups and downs. And don't get me wrong, Hishaunda was split. At times I did want to bust Hishaunda in her lip. But my mama always say, your children is going to do it to you. So you have to be careful how you mistreat or talk to your parents. Because it's the true saying, you get back from your children. You get it. So even though, I loved my daughter, she did she tested me sometimes. She did. She tested me. And sometimes you see I got some hips and she's slim and I had to sit on a slim ass. And she had a but I had to let her know, you're not gonna play with me. I ain't gotta I'm gonna just sit on your little slim ass and you gonna stop playing with me. But like I said, people don't know at times what these children go through.
Exactly.
And I was always like that with my little nephew and them friends. One child, now he grown, he got children of his own. And I used to always wonder why he want to stay at my house. I'm like, go home. Won't you? If I tell you to go home. And he said that he said, my mama got cancer and my family just don't treat me right. I said, okay. He would find anything in my house to do just to stay there. He would wash the dishes. He would sweep. And I'm only 22 years old. He would do all these things just to stay at my house. And I had to ask him, I'm like, baby, why you don't want to go home? Do your mom and them know you're here? And he sat there and he told me, and I said, okay. I had put him in school. I did everything. I'm not going to judge you. If you come in, you tell me this is going on, I'm not calling the police on your mom. If you feel like you safe at my home, I'm going to take you in. But then I am going to call your mother and let your mother and them know what you at. And they'll say it's okay. They can't stay. I didn't just put him in school I got permission to put him in school. But, you don't know what these children go through. So that's why I was kind of hurt. Like, I got so much backlash because y'all judging about me having someone in my home. Y'all don't know why he was in my home. Exactly. Maybe I took him out of a situation that he was in.
Yeah.
But then I didn't think he was going to bring it in my home. So.
Exactly.
But some children want attention from their parents. Because I know when we did, so he have a little brother. And it was like where he had to always babysit. It's like he couldn't do nothing. He have to always babysit. And that's one thing I never did a lot. By HASAAN being the oldest HASAAN, I didn't never leave Hishaunda or her real on HASAAN because that's not HASAAN responsibility. He have to live his life. He have to go to. But now these parents thinking the older kids have to watch these little ones. No. You don't get no freedom. You got to let them breathe. You got to let them go be teenagers.
Exactly. Well, we got a couple more clips that I want to show. So here we go.
Then you know what to do about yourself.
And community leaders did come together to announce a plan they hope will jumpstart the city's fight against crime. Hoping to add some urgency to the city's uphill battle against crime, a coalition of nearly 200 New Orleans civic groups announced a 3-year plan today to tackle the problems that's outside of the usual government agencies.
It is an investigative reporter, Mike Perlstein, was at that announcement today. He also got some reaction from one mom who says help cannot come soon enough.
I daily see news reports that address carjackings, car break-ins, and shootings. At one time, these crimes would only happen at night, but now it's day and night.
Calling the city's crime surge a crisis, a broad group of nonprofit organizations pledged to raise $15 million to help the NOPD and at the same time boost youth programs.
This is not an either or. We need to support both public safety and our kids at the same time.
At the same time that those community groups were announcing a 3-year plan, a grieving mother was here at the criminal courthouse dealing with a far more immediate crisis.
3 years is kind of long. Right now, I think the crisis need help. They need help now.
Hishaunda Riles' 22-year-old son HASAAN was murdered 2 years ago. Her daughter Tishana was killed in May. The 18-year-old's boyfriend, accused in the killing, was arraigned today.
Hurt to have to go through this twice within 2 years.
We are absolutely in a crisis. And we are in a crisis on the same level we were in at Katrina Point when we were drowning.
The NOLA Coalition has already raised and distributed $500,000 to dozens of programs for kids. But retired Judge Calvin Johnson, a coalition leader, said just like rebuilding after Hurricane Katrina, long-lasting change will take time.
If we do that kind of thing, we will change this city dramatically. But it's not a quick fix. This is not a quick fix.
To accelerate progress, the group also vowed to push the city's elected leaders to move more quickly on their own plan, from police recruitment to eliminating blight. Mike Perlstein, Eyewitness News.
Well, that coalition made up of 177 different organizations also took some not-so-subtle jabs at the city's elected leaders to address the crime problem with more urgency.
Police arrest a man, 18-year-old Sean May, for a homicide in the St. Roch neighborhood. Police say he shot and killed an 18-year-old woman a little before 1 o'clock this afternoon in the 1800 block of Painter Street. Shortly after arriving at the scene, detectives identified May as the suspect, and after questioning him, say they took him into custody. He's booked with negligent homicide and obstruction of justice.
All right, and here she is. Just absolutely stunning. You definitely have beautiful children. Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
And let's see, we got a couple more pictures. Now this is a picture of both on the shirt.
Yeah.
Wow. Now, did the police know about it any type of way? Like, how soon did it take them to catch them?
It took them a couple of hours to get Sean.
Oh, wow.
But what's so hard about the case with me is like they didn't notify me, and it's like what's so devastated is like I had to go to the police station, and it's like y'all made me wait hours and hours, and it's like it's just it hurts. Like I spoke with the DA and I told her about the concern, even where what I went through with my daughter case. I never want a mother to go through what I went through. Meaning, y'all sent me home and said that everything was okay. Meaning not okay. That first she said she was okay. And so the coroners called me over the phone and told me she was deceased. And then for me to come in my house, my child blood everywhere, that wasn't right. It
So
wasn't.
you said you had to
You
clean
shouldn't have never ever. My son, I couldn't do it, but her nanny, her brother, her sister-in-law, my nieces, they all had to clean up. And I feel like, that's hard on a parent to have to clean up that type of stuff. That will leave you in a mental state. And people always ask me, like, Shonda, you strong. And I always tell them, by the grace of God, I am.
Amen.
My children kept me going. And like I said, I'm gonna keep going and keep fighting for them and my grandchildren. My last grandbaby, Tashonda was so proud. She didn't get a chance to hold her nephew. She didn't get a chance to see her nephew. And you cut her life short from that. That's one thing she wanted to. She was there for her sign baby, but she didn't get a chance to be there for her real baby.
Right. Do we know allegedly why this happened? What brought this upon Sean?
No, I haven't talked. I asked the DA. I would like to have a sit down with Sean and his lawyer. I would like to face Sean. I want to know why. Because what the hurt part is, that morning I came in here and I was supposed to start a job. And it was 7:00. I had to be to work, but I came in at about 6:20. I saw my daughter. She was asleep, but she had her phone in her hand. So I didn't bother her that day. I'm like, okay, she's still asleep. It kind of early because normally they will wake me up and tell me, get up to bring them to school. But this particular day, they didn't. So by the time I come back in the house, now I see where she facing Sean, but it's like it was like a hug, like a tight hug. It did give me like a red flag, but then think about it. So I was like, Tashonda. So Sean shook her. I said, Toddy, I'm about to go to work. I said, you gotta go to school. And he kind of shook her again. She said, no, I gotta go to work for 2:00. I said, you gotta go to work for 2:00. I said, you ain't gotta be to work until after school. So it gave me a red flag. I went out the door that day. I just went to work. But it's like at 11:30, I'm calling. But her phone going straight to this machine. I'm just thinking in class. I'm thinking in class, so I didn't think nothing about it. I get the phone call from the detective, well, the school. I didn't talk to the detective at all. Not that day, not the day after. Never talked to him. I didn't talk to him until a week it was time for me to bury my child.
So the school contacted you?
School contacted me and said a detective called them and asked for my number. So with their protocol, they're not going to just give out your number because, a lot of people say who they is. If you didn't go to the school, personally to the school, they're not going to, they're right. They don't have to give you my number. They called me. So I asked for his number. And it's like when I'm calling him, his phone, it was like on a voicemail. Just like forwarding. I didn't even talk to him.
So both of their phones.
I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, so both their phones were off at that time.
Sean number with Sean, the sister with Sean, him. It's always Sean breaking his phone. He always break his phone. He breaks his phone, but then he always want to use Tashonda's phone. And I had the day before I had just asked him like, why you always want Tashonda's phone? You just got a phone. Oh, I broke it. Like, okay, why is you keep breaking your phone? Mm-hmm. But come to find out why her phone was going to the answer machine, he broke it.
Wow.
Could you say that they had a pretty strong relationship from what you saw?
And the charge that they gave him, I'm just very upset with it because I'm not sitting right with it because she was doing. It wasn't an accident because shooting her twice when a gun dropped, that's not accident. No. So it's not sitting with me with the charges they want to give him. You know, on tomorrow is the hearing. In the morning I have to go to court. So
I'll definitely be praying for
yeah.
you, Hishaunda. Definitely.
To go to court in the morning.
Okay. Well, I do have something special for you, and then I'll let you, say what you have to say before we wrap this up. But here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I hope you enjoy it.
All I hear is raindrops falling from a rooftop. Oh, baby, tell me why'd you have to go? 'Cause this pain I feel it won't go away. And today I'm officially missing you. I thought that from this heartache I could escape, but I've run it long enough to know there ain't no way. And today I'm officially missing you.
While that moment of silence is happening, I want her to come up to receive her daughter's diploma.
Hishaunda! I'm sorry, people.
Can nobody do me like you? I said every little thing you do. Hey, baby, say it stays on my mind. And officially, it's official. Ooh, you know that I'm missing you, yeah, yeah, yeah. All I hear is raindrops. Ooh, yeah. And I'm officially missing you.
All right, Hishaunda. Let everybody know, what was that moment, that feeling that you had when you was able to walk across and accept your daughter's diploma?
I just felt all the love in that room when they called her name. And when the students, they got screaming, crying, and my family was there. I know you heard one big mouth. She right there. She said, and it's just like, it just let me know she was very loved at the school. She was, they showed love for her. They did it. They had a second line band. They really showed love. And I just felt like, I needed that support. It's like I had family support and also from the children.
Exactly. Now, they went to the same school.
Yes.
Your daughter and HASAAN, you was taking them both to school every day.
I used to go pick them up. And it's like, I guess a lot of people didn't know, because when I had to go to the school and get something, and the security guard was like, "Oh, Miss Rouse, you coming to pick them up today? You coming to sign them out?" And I had to just look at him and I just started crying. I'm like, "They didn't tell you?" He's like, "What?" I said, "Sean killed her." And he was like, "Come on." And I'm like, "Yeah." He didn't even know. So it was like, it was an impact on the school. You know, some of her classmates, they still reach out and text me and, you know, ask me how I'm doing and things like that.
Like
That's
they
good. I love hearing
definitely
that.
had to have therapists and counselors up there for these kids.
Yes, because like the students is like, that's all she was looking forward to. You know, one of the students said, "Oh, girl, Tidy wanted to dug across the stage," and she, you know, I believe she was gonna do that. You know, she was looking forward to graduating. She did. She was looking forward to graduating.
What about Sean? Did Sean talk about graduating and stuff a lot?
No, it's like with him, she always had to push on, meaning like, you know, you have to do your FAFSA before graduation. And she always used to have to tell, I used to sometimes be in the kitchen, I used to have to hear her say, Sean, did you do your FAFSA? Did you find your computer? Because you're not going to graduate. And I used to say, Tyler, you have to stop hollering. Call me lover. But he didn't want, you know, it's like he didn't care.
He didn't care.
So basically, I don't know, he must have didn't get picked for colleges. And he didn't want to see her go on.
Have you
talked
to his parents since this happened?
It's like not really. I feel like I shouldn't have to reach out to the mother. I feel like the mother should have reached out to me. Being that was your child, you know, I don't fault you. I wasn't angry with you. It's like I called her and then, you know, but they didn't show up at her service. And to this day, I still haven't really like talked to them. You know, the DA asked me the question, what if the mother reached out, would I talk? Yeah, because she didn't do me nothing. I can't fault her on something your child did. But you had to let me know that you concerned. But when you don't reach out, you're not concerned. I don't care what the DA see or what the lawyer see. If I feel like this mother, she lost her child and you say you loved her, I'm gonna reach out to her. But it's like, no, they don't reach out.
And HASAAN case has not been solved at all.
HASAAN case haven't been solved at all. I feel like with HASAAN case here in New Orleans, they look at a young black male. They're out doing this, which it wasn't the case. And they just attended just to throw their case cold. Meaning, some of these detectives, all of them is not bad. Don't get me wrong. You got some good ones. But you got some ones that's here and you're down with these killers. You're covering up for these killers. So you're going to make that case go so cold where you don't care until it hit your home.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you have all these leads and everybody keeps telling you the same story over and over and you were supposed to look into it and you still didn't look into it, no.
Wow.
You know, like I said, I hired a private investigator. I did. And, you know, to work on it. And he had some things he wanted to share with it's like that he didn't want to talk to him. So I feel like if you're a detective, you don't want to talk to a private investigator, he had to get information that you should have already had. You're covering up. What you covering?
Yeah, that's what it sounds like to me. You supposed to talk to everybody.
You're covering up. I had to pay out my pocket. I'm a hard working mother, but I had to do what I had to do to try to get some answers.
And that's right, because they'll sit there and listen to people that call them Crime Stoppers, which is random people that's trying to get the bread. But you won't listen to a private detective.
You don't want to listen to the parent because why you don't? Right. You don't want to listen to them because you know these people and you don't want to get involved. But if you know you didn't want to get involved, you shouldn't have took the case. Give the case to somebody else. If you feel like you knew them, give the case to somebody else. Don't waste your time. Because with him, With my child case, my child got killed March 13th, 2020. You called me the next day and said somebody broke in your car. How that go? How somebody break in your car and take evidence? Tell me that.
What?
Tell me that. How somebody break in your car and take evidence? Or you just thought you could just tell me any damn thing and I was gonna go with it? No. That means you knew the person, they knew you got the stuff, so they took it, so that's how you brought it, you know.
And you
See, with me,
oh my gosh.
You know, with me, he told me, oh, Miss Riles, you could have, guess what? Just literally, you know, I wanted to go to school to be forensic. I can do your job for you, but I'm not gonna do it for you because that's what you get paid to do. If you thought I was gonna let you sit up there and tell me somebody broke in your car, you out your damn mind. Then every time I call him, phone calls just going forward and forwarding. I'm calling up the main office. He gonna call you, never call. Find out they promoted him somewhere else. You ain't even tell me that. No, they ain't promoted his ass, got on out of there because he know the heat was too hot for him. And he think I don't know that. But I know. Because the streets gonna always talk. Just like the streets talk about murders, the streets gonna talk about your age.
Yeah.
And like I told his colleague, even the private investigator said he covering up. Yeah, he covered some shit up. And it was too hot for him, and he didn't want to deal with the case no more.
So did they contact you to let you know who is working on the case now?
Well, my lawyer, because I also had got me a lawyer and a private investigator. So my lawyer, by her, she used to be a detective a while. She knew somebody that was in a cold case, what you call it. So the person that they knew, he's working on it. He have HASAAN case.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a cold case. I haven't talked to him in a minute because there was the leads that I gave them. They was looking into all it. So I know he said it was gonna take a little while. They're there, but they just gotta get everything to make an arrest. Which that was kind of good with me. Long as he told me, he kept me informed. He wasn't like the other one, like just like, oh, okay, I'm gonna get back with you, and you know, he kept it real.
Okay. So he seemed like you could be in the right direction.
Yeah, I could be in right.
Okay.
So I'm just waiting on them to just, hey, let me know what it is, you know. But it's just they don't have no kind of down here where like DNA, what you call them, you gotta send stuff off way out of town to get DNA, which I feel like it's like it be contaminated. Once you try to send something here and there, it's just it's contaminated. You need your own forensic in your own area. Then you can get the murders sold, but they sold the ones they want to sold. But us as the young black males and young black women, they don't care. They don't put as much time and effort until it hit home. Right. And I feel like that even with my daughter case. And I had to have a meeting with the DA because I feel like something need to be addressed. It needed to be addressed. I don't care how you like it with the go, we's gonna address it. And I want to meet with every last one of y'all.
You know, at this time, you are your kids' voices.
Yeah,
you are
absolutely.
Voice.
I am.
And you are
like
Hishaunda's voice. You know, so yeah, so it doesn't matter how many times you have to call down there, get on their damn nerves. Who cares? Because you are the voice for them. Now, how is your other son, your living son? How is he handling everything right now? Because I know this is a lot on you.
Her real is like kind of distant. Right. Her real is distance because when I didn't want Tashonda with a boyfriend. And I will call her real. See, her real is way different than Hassan. See what I said? I said no boyfriend and no boyfriend. I don't want to meet him. I don't want nothing. Her real, like when they want something, I'm mama. But when they want to be playful, I'm Shonda. Girl, Shonda, girl, let that girl have a boyfriend. Look, she 18 years old. Want you know, now that this happened, he kind of hurt. So he kind of distanced because it's like my mama, I didn't understand what my mama mean by don't let her have a boyfriend. But now that I see what my mama meant, because now my little sister is gone. My little sister, I can't have no little niece, no nephew by my little sister. I couldn't even see my little niece walk across the stage. I mean, my sister walk across the stage. So he felt like I should have just listened to my mama.
I mean,
instead of just telling my mama, like, let her go ahead and have a boyfriend.
I think that was just him being a sibling. What do you think, Jason?
I think so too. I think there's just a lot of energy in that space for him right now.
Say that again.
Huh?
No, I was talking to Hishaunda, Jason. What did you say? Say that one more time.
No, I thought he had said something.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Jason.
No, I was just saying. I think there's just a lot of energy in that space for him right now. You know, missing two of his siblings and just feeling real empty, alone. You know, I know he has you, but those was his siblings as well, and people that he connected with. You know, that his confidants for the most part. Big bro gone, and then obviously being the protector of the little sis. It's just a lot of energy that can't be placed right now. And you know how tough it is if you're always around. It's like you were just saying actually earlier, right. It's just hard for them to talk. So being distant and being very like to themselves is kind of where I can see why he will be there.
Exactly.
Right. Well, and it's like and that's what it is. And like I said, I don't vote.
Yeah.
Like I said, actually point, now I'm in her room.
Oh, you're in her room right now?
Okay.
You said you're in her room?
I'm in her room. Normally I wouldn't be in her room, but yeah, I'm in her room. So
wow.
I mean, I don't know if y'all can see.
Yeah, we can see.
So, I don't know if I can turn the camera backwards. Flip it. I got the camera.
Right now. Oh, now you go.
Wait, I can go.
There you go.
Right. So actually, you can see her gown that she wore for Prime. I put it in a a little bag. So I kept all her things. She never had a chance to wear her graduation jacket. So this the thing she liked it. This sweater this young man, if y'all didn't know, XX, that was she liked it.
Yeah.
She, he inspired her. And about, what he went through, the pain that he went through, depression. And so I had got this sweater made for her, and she like to always wear this sweater. So it's like Tashonda like makeup. I brought that vanity for Christmas. She put her own vanity up. She ain't want nobody to put it up. She put it up for herself. She did everything, she did it everything herself. Shoes, I used to have to fuss with her by spending so much money on shoes and clothes. People may laugh. I said Tashonda used to spend like $200 to do her hair. And I'm like, Tashonda, you can do your own hair. So she started YouTubing and doing her own hair. So I'm like, Sadie, stop. She, like I said, when I make them mad, I'm Shonda. And she's like, Shonda, girl, just because you won't keep wearing that stale ass hair for weeks and months, that's on you. But I'm in high school and I have to change my hair every other day. She used to tell me, and I'm like, Sadie, girl, whatever. I ain't got time to be spending those $200 Oh no, she said, well, that's on you. She said, well, you can keep wearing that style yourself. You know, that's just to bind me and my children. Hey,
Yeah.
he was that mother, you know, I didn't whoop him. I didn't whoop him. When it make me mad, I just have to give them that look. And when I give them that look or curse them out, they know how to get from around me. My niece, let me tell you, I did not. You know, this you barely probably can see it, but this her and my grandbaby, Harley, the 5-year-old.
Oh, okay. So cute.
This her when she was 5.
Oh,
And it's
beautiful.
who's that? And it's her son, his baby, and his baby mama. Harley 5 now. And this was my mother. So
Yeah.
Tashana decorated her own room. This Tashana room she decorated. She loved the butterflies, so she got her butterflies. I told you her little LED light she put around her bed. I just kept everything how she would keep it. I don't touch nothing. I don't touch nothing in her room because if I touch something, I could just hear like, "Girl, don't touch my stuff." You know, and you saw the little cutout that I had got. You know, that was the little cutout. Yeah, that she had a prom. You know,
Do it
so like
still
I said, I
real?
actually, huh? Yeah,
Do it
you didn't hear me just say one of them put it behind me, and I was like, go lock my car door, and I'm like, I'm thinking it's time. It's like, don't do that to me, because it seemed real.
Wow.
So actually, I said we got her sign cremated, so this why I have him resting it, this her little table, so I have her sign resting here.
Okay.
I put him like in her room. They back together, you know.
Exactly.
And so this is for his little thing, and I had got this made. And
Oh.
actually, y'all saw the pictures of me and his brother.
Yeah, that's the
So
picture
yeah,
we
so
Wow.
yeah, so this is her room, and I try to keep everything how it is. I don't touch nothing because I can just hear her now. Don't touch my, don't let nobody touch my, you know, so I don't touch nothing for her. I leave her room how it was. I don't touch it, I straighten it up, but I'm not touching it. I ain't, you know, I normally this picture, Harrell, he threw Sean's away. So I had brought him in fact we all went to the park and she made this. It was a stitch, that's his name. Off of what you call it? Yeah, Toddy made this. Sean had did one too, but yeah, she drew that. She had a lot of talent. She had so much talent. I didn't know she could draw, hair, her nails. She had so much talent. So when she wanted something, she knew how to. She'll even sew. She could just go on that YouTube and she putting it all together.
Yeah.
Yep, sometimes I had to tell her she like to wear them little eyelashes. I said, girl, come to mama eyelashes and
Come do mamas.
Girl, you know you don't wear all that. Why don't you go ahead with all that, Shonda? Yeah. She was that, you know, everybody said that Tashonda was my mama and I was the daughter. That's just to mind me and Tashonda. Hey. And they said, girl, you would not play with Toddy. Let me call Toddy and tell her you what she called me. She gonna get you together. And she will. She will.
Oh.
But
Yes.
that was my heart. You know, like I said, that's all I wanted was that girl, and he took the only little girl I knew. Yeah.
Wow. Well, we're gonna get into some of the comments.
Okay.
Tiffany said, "Hey, Tiff." Tiffany said, "I'm finding out that police officers are all over from state to state. They do absolutely nothing. I'm having the same issue with my 2 kids that were murdered. It's so sad that because we are black, that our children murderer are not arrested. Yeah.
Right.
And then we
True.
have Kiana Cunningham. I miss my cousin so much. Love you, Tidy. My cousin is so strong. So strong. Wow. All right. Tiffany also said, praying that God continues to comfort you and your family. Your strength is remarkable.
Yes.
Mama Peach, send your prayers up for you and hope you get justice in Jesus' name. And then BG, I admire your strength. Blessings to you. Yeah, so you got a lot of support out there.
A lot of it. A lot
A
of
lot
love.
of support. Yeah. So we are definitely praying for you. I'm gonna let you end the show, and when you end the show, that means that you're just gonna be up there by yourself. I want you to let people know where they can find you at, number one, and unless they want you to come on their platform, or if somebody out here that watching that can help, help apply some more pressure. Okay. Now, also, I want you to let everyone know from a mother's perspective, like how it is losing two children, the after effect, after the fact that you're buried them or they was cremated. Now it's over with. Now you're there by yourself. Everybody's not, always gonna be around. The people that was around for the funeral and all that. Once everything is over, people kind of spread out and everything. So I want you to let everybody know how you feel, okay? But I'm gonna bring you down for a second, and then I'm gonna bring you back up. Just one moment. Jason. We've done it again.
Another one, man.
Another one.
My heart goes out to this family. It's like really does.
Yes. I thank you all, that watched tonight. Y'all was in here tonight. This cannot be easy for her. To come up on the platform of someone that you don't even know. Right. She don't know me, she don't know Jason, but she know her kids, and she know the love that she has for her kids. And she knows that she want to bring awareness, and she want to find justice. Absolutely. She want to seek justice. So if this is what she has to do, this is what she has to do. If there's other commentators that's watching, when she give her information, make sure y'all have y'all phones ready, pen and paper, whatever y'all use, to reach out to this young lady to push this story. Because if we could push this story, ain't no telling what can happen.
It's all about the resources.
Exactly, Jason. Exactly. So I pray that y'all continue to pray for her, for Hishaunda Riles, for her family, for Tyshaunda's family and friends. Because they have friends. She was in school and she had a part-time job. So I know a lot of people and young people are mourning right now over the loss of her, the murder. So that's what it was.
That's what it was, right?
That's what it was. So Jason, is there anything you want to say?
Hey man, you know me. Hey, look, don't come looking for me, man. But if these cases are still open for this family, the Riles family, please make sure that if you're in the Louisiana area, the New Orleans area, New Orleans area, and you're able to help this family find closure in her oldest son case, please do, man. We say it all the time. You see something, you know something, say something. Help resolution come to a close. Bring this to a close for this family. I pray for you, Hishaunda, and I hope that you just gain even more strength. It won't ever get easy. I just know that. I've lost family members as well to gun violence. And I know it just never gets easy. But at times I sit in prayer and I hear their voice and I hear them talking to me. telling me how proud they are of me and how much they love me, and just continue hearing that voice, because we all hear it, right? We all hear it. There's a voice that you hear inside of you that don't sound like you, and that's God. And sometimes it's them too that's just speaking to you, right? So channel into that energy, and then just show a grace and love to yourself and to your family.
All right. Well, Jason, we're gonna pull you down. All right, y'all. Again, I'm so honored to have this family on here today. Hishaunda, the people in the background, I'm so thankful that they came to help support her just as well. I'm glad that you all showed up and showed out today. In the comments, that helps just as well with support for Hishaunda. Your family was out there watching. Hey, fam. Thank y'all so much. Y'all, thank y'all. Thank you, boos. But at the same time, we do this each and every Wednesday, y'all. Each and every Wednesday, we have a family that comes on. If we don't have a family, we just show normal crime clips. For those that's out there and this is your first time watching, we show crime clips on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. Okay. Jason is with me on Wednesdays only, and then my husband is with me on Fridays. So we'll be back again on Friday. I have a ton of stuff to show y'all. But again, this is about Hishaunda, Tyshaunda's mom, HASAAN's mom, and showing her some healing. We might be a little hood healing, baby, but we're healing, okay? We ain't got no therapists or shit up over here. But baby, we'll help you heal some type of way. Some type of way. We'll put a smile on your face, we'll do something. Okay? That's that hood healing, baby. That's that hood healing. But thank y'all so much for joining tonight. I'm gonna go ahead let Hishaunda end the show by letting us know, how it feels to lose 2 children, how she's feeling right now in the midst of everything. And Hishaunda, I'll know when you're finished, and I want you to stay on just a little bit longer after I end the broadcast, just so we can speak. And then after Hishaunda is done, y'all, we're going to get into our final commercial. Then you got to listen to my babies. So y'all better make sure y'all stick around. Listen to my babies. I got one more thing I got to say. Mama P said, hey, cousin Mary Williams. Hey, Cassandra McDaniels. Hey, Cassandra, girl. Cassandra said, hey, Carolyn. See, my people, we just be having our own conversations just as well with each other in the comments. That's why I just love them so much. I really do. Hey, Tamika. Mimi is in the building. Justice for both of them. That is correct, Kiana. That is correct. So here comes Miss Hishaunda, baby. All right, Hishaunda, girl, you take over, girl. You take over.
All right. Well, it get hard. Like Tyshaunda's birthday just was in October. We celebrated her. HASAAN's birthday is about to come up in February. So it's hard. It is very hard for me. Even hard for me to even have to walk through my house and knowing that Tyshaunda not here. I used to walk through her room and she's like, girl, you making all that noise with your feet. I can't hear that no more. I wish I could bring that back or just like we just go at it. Just like we sisters. We not mother and daughter. We like just two sisters. It's hard. I don't wish this pain up on no mother. Everybody asks me how I get through it, how strong I am. I told them about the grace of God. The DA, she asked me. She told me I had to let go. And I had to tell her, you can never tell me to let go because they're going to be my children. I'm going to always think about them no matter what. If you didn't lose a child, don't ever tell me to let go. How could a mother let go of someone she carried for 9 months and someone took their life as young that they was? I would never. But by the family I have to support, my grandchildren, that keeps me going. And I thank y'all from listening to my story. And like she said, anyone I don't have can reach out, give me some kind of resource, even with healing. But I think I can do my own healing. And I did it. I may cry, but I'm sitting here today and I can speak on it without even like not being quiet. So I feel like I'm healing. It's gonna take time, but I am healing. And I thank y'all. If you want to reach out, I have a Facebook. It's Hishaunda Riles. I have an Instagram. It's Shorty underscore B underscore. You can find me on Instagram. You know, I even have a TikTok. I post their pictures on TikTok. So if any little thing would help. I don't mind just a listening ear. If wanna say you wanna pray with me, I can do that. I'm not a person. I don't have a bad heart. I have a good heart. And that's why I push this so much because my children wasn't no bad children. My children did everything I asked them to do. And that's why it hurts me. Because now that HASAAN being the oldest, if I ever get married, he ain't gonna be able to walk me down the aisle. Tashonda wouldn't even be there to be if I want her to be my best. It's just hurt because I see other people with their children and they're like on the anniversary of Tashonda, my cousin had 3 children. Now she down to 1. And it hurt because I only got 1 son left. And that just tells me apart. So, and the information, I'll take it.
All I hear is raindrops falling from a rooftop. Oh, baby, tell me why'd you have to go? 'Cause this pain I feel it won't go away. And today I'm officially missing you. I thought that from this heartache I could escape, but I've run it long enough to know there ain't no way. And today I'm officially missing you.
While that moment of silence is happening, I want her to come up to receive her daughter's diploma.
Hishaunda! I'm sorry, people.
Can nobody do me like you? I said every little thing you do. Hey, baby, say it stays on my mind. And I officially, it's official. Ooh, you know that I'm missing you, yeah, yeah, yeah. All I hear is raindrops. Ooh, yeah. And I'm officially missing you.
Peachy Tea Time is for the culture. Tune in every Friday for Peachy Talks edition, where the misses and pulleys show crime in our black community and discuss love and relationships. Special surprise pop-up guests. Tune in each and every Friday. Check out the flyer for showtimes.
Damn, Biggie, what's this?